intro skit. Oh, snap.
Hello? I don't know what's happening, but I'm scared. Why are you doing this? Isn't it obvious why I'm doing this? It's not obvious. I'm doing this because I want my revenge in full, pal. Welcome to the re-review of Undertale Genocide round, buddy. I'll go, Steven.
Alright, you heard it first from Sans. Today we're going to be doing a re-review of Undertale Genocide route from your boy, Arekkusu TM. And I'm using Ronnie's thumbnail to boot today. Now, so, how do I want to go about this, right? Is I want to explain, like, why, like, what happened, how it happened, all that other good stuff. I want to explain that. So, after part 4, you know, or after my previous review of Undertale Genocide route, where I talked about how, hey, guess what, you know, after part 4, I went on the bad time simulator and said, you know what, I'm tired of fighting Sans, his whole entire fight. Because let's be real, right? Like, for a lot of people doing Sans for the first time, like, trying to outlast Sans and all that stuff is ridiculous. It's really, really hard. It almost felt like, it actually really did feel impossible when I was talking to you guys about how many attempts it took me to do. And by the way, Lucas, welcome to stream. Hello. It took me to, you know, like, try to fight him in general. It took me a long time, right? Right? And it took me a long time to process, like, the whole thing, like, even after looking up videos all the time and all this other sort of stuff, like, it still wasn't working, my brain still wasn't processing any of it or anything, and it was a whole thing, right? And after that part 4 stream, or the Alan ending stream, right, of Undertale Genocide route, which is what a lot of people last saw, right, a part of me, right, after that video was made, as you guys know, like, the day after that, I decided to try and do other attempts, which I didn't beat it that day or whatever. So, that happened, which was right before I made the original review, the first review of Genocide route. So, please go watch that if you want to hear about, like, my thoughts on Undyne, her boss fight, and pretty much me struggling against Sans, right? Which we're still going to talk about the Sans bit here, but we're going to talk a little bit more about that in a little bit more detail, all that other sort of stuff. So, what ended up happening was I was over there on my bed, chilling over there, just listening to Megalovania, because I've been listening to Megalovania, like, all day. Like, even when I didn't beat Sans, you know, like, I was still listening to his theme song, because his theme song for his boss fight was fucking rad. Like, I can't lie, his theme song was really His theme song was really fucking good, and I mean good. Like, good in the best way possible. It was good. So good, in fact, that, you know, I couldn't stop listening to it, right? So, I kept listening to it, and Louis just got paid at this time, since usually Wednesdays or days he gets paid now, not freaking Thursday. He decides to go out and grab us cookies and all that other sort of stuff, whatever he wants us to buy, right? And I said, you know what? I'm going to reinstall Undertale, right? And I'm going to do one more stream, like, doing attempts, right? These are just for fun, right? And what I mean by for fun, as in, like, yeah, these attempts are just for fun. I'm not taking any of this seriously anymore. I already, like, pretty much my heart and my soul, like, kind of already accepted the fact that, you know, I beat Sans in my own way. And I was I was just coming to terms with it. And or not just coming to terms, but I came to terms with that I wasn't just going to do it, and I did it Alan way. The Alan ending is just how we're going to end things, right? And little did I know, right, that those fun attempts that we took against Sans, aka yesterday at this point, which I'm going to probably unmute and show you the footage of this, right? Not a lot of people watched it because of the fact that, Not a lot of people were there at the time. No one knew I streamed this too because I kind of kept it a little bit of a secret, and I also didn't have like Undertale Genocide around the title. I just had slush, like a random word in my text. I just wanted to get like attempts done out of the way, right? So I want to show you the first run, right, of Sans by this point. I want to show you, right? So you're wondering, how come I haven't died yet? Right? Bro, when I saw this first run / attempt against Sans make it all the way to where I was originally in the fight, and keep in mind, this is my first attempt of the day, like legit first attempt of the day. I didn't do morning attempts like I did last time, nothing, right? And for some reason, in just one attempt, I made it all the way back here in one attempt against Sans, right? And I'm over here trying to eat some food. I'm over here like, oh god, the lasers. First attempt against Sans, by the way. Not even second, not third, not fourth. The first time. The first attempt. I was so proud of my first attempt. Made it a special move. Learned how to dodge all this. It felt awesome. And I couldn't help but jam to the music the whole time because I'm a, you know, Undertale dude. I'm a lot. But as you can see, right, I remembered everything from before in this first attempt, and he said, yeah, my special attack, I'm going to use it. And then he ended up using it, which I'm surprised I took no damage here. And by the way, I'm not doing the 4 control pad stat. I'm just trying to get it done, right? So I make it all the way over here, losing a lot of health because that's just how it happens. And, you know, I did die, but the fact that I made it here even further than I did before on my first attempt against Sans meant a lot to me, right? And I knew from that moment on, we have to keep trying. And I mean that, we have to keep trying. So attempt number 2 wasn't good. Attempt number 3 and 4 wasn't it. Run 5 was another long one. As you can see, you know, we made it all the way back to his ultimate attack. If I remember correctly, yeah, we made it all the way back to his ultimate attack. I slammed my desk because run 5 of Sans, right? And keep in mind, this isn't like run 5 just in general towards Sans. This is like run like 10, 20, 30, 40 over here, okay? Like, keep in mind, right? I didn't think, right? Because everyone, even videos, even Google says whenever you try to fight Sans, like, hey, it's all about pattern recognition. It's all about your brain trying to catch up with the info and allow yourself to do more tries or blah, 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 whatever, yada, 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 right? And I didn't think my brain would fully process, like, the fight against Sans. And then I did this shit, right? I was so upset about that loss against Sans, right? I was like, fuck, bro, I can't believe I lost here. I failed. I fumbled the bag so bad, and I hate the fact that I fumbled. Right? And I also take deep breaths whenever we get it on.
Oh god, the secret's out, isn't it?
Yeah, this is when everybody else started coming in. So, like, Lucas started coming in. Chris started coming in. Levi came in. Freaking other people started coming in a little bit on this stream. Around the 21-minute mark, right? Because they were like, wait a minute. Oh, you're doing attempts again. You're doing Sans attempts again. What the fuck? Hey, we caught you. Right? And I was like, oh, shit, the jig's up. You know, the random-ass title on the stream is, it don't work no more, you know? And, anyways. Let's show you this run of Sans, shall we? And keep in mind, right, when I'm going through this, I have to constantly, like, breathe in and out because it's like, I feel like I'm holding my breath or I'm putting my all in each run against Sans. So I have to breathe. I have to, like, take deep breaths, because I don't do that a lot in my gameplay. But now I'm doing it, and let's get it on, right? Let's show you the full run after taking a couple deep breaths. Also, I love how, like, the birds are chirping in the background, kind of trying to give... Even the game's trying to give us a chill atmosphere before it gets hectic.
3 runs in a row, I almost had it. I was a millisecond from winning. Or a couple seconds of winning. Ugh. Oh, bitch. That's not good.
I think my mic was echoing during this, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, I don't care. Not every video is going to be perfect. I think I needed to breathe right here, too, because it was so bad. Like, already, like, stuff's trying to overwhelm me. Keep in mind, I get overwhelmed, stressed out very easily, so it's like, geez, I need a little bit. But as you can see, compared to all those videos in the past y'all were seeing me in, I'm mastering those moves, like Sans' techniques. Not mastering, but... Yeah, I was so quiet here, too, because I was quiet because I need to focus. You know, by the way, you can watch the original video, but this is a big part of the review. And I want you guys to watch this run in full in this video, too, so...
Back time. Oh. H. Oh, shit.
End of phase 1 now.
Take a minute to breathe.
Which I will skip. Never mind. I won't skip. Because I want to show you this whole thing. You know, I was doing everything right, making sure the bones don't hit me. Even when the bones show up here, I was making sure they don't hit me. I was actually doing really good dodging the lasers. Yeah, but you can see, like, how much I improved, like, already from, compared to my part 1, part 2 of Genocide route when I first fought Sans. Like, you can tell immediately I'm already so much better at this fight, right? And thank God it doesn't, like, have RNG, because it would have made Sans ridiculous.
So this is bad.
I did bad on dodging all these lasers, though, so I needed to heal.
Oh.
But I did really good at dodging the bones. Thank you, Bad Time Simulator, for teaching me how to play this little bit. Which, I didn't think part 4 of dealing with Sans was really going to help me all that much. AKA the Alan ending video, but it actually really helped me during this Sans bit. At least, like, to dodge a lot of these movements. And I don't know why, but my brain finally processed during all this too. My brain finally processed what people were talking about in the videos. Because keep in mind, right, like I was saying, I don't process shit very good when I'm extremely frustrated. No one really does, right? You have to wait till they're cooled down for all the information to really, like, truly process and all that other sort of stuff, right? And I'm noticing that with myself a lot more now that, like, dude, information does not properly process in my head whenever I'm stressed out or I'm struggling on something. And I think that's really bad. And I apologize for that. You know, also, I'm grateful that nobody was here to kind of dick on me, to kind of distract me. Because I think another reason why I couldn't do the Sans fight was because there were so many people, like, so many eyes. You know when you have so many eyes on you that, like, you tend to fuck up stuff you normally wouldn't fuck up on? Unless there's a, like, nope. You know what I mean? Like, it felt like I needed to be a little bit isolated in a weird sort of semi-way to kind of do this a little bit. But by this point already, like, the jig was up. I'm doing Sans. Part of me wishes this video got way more views, you know, like my other Undertale Genocide route videos did, but who cares? I want the objective. But anyways, here we go. We're near his ultimate move, his special, pretty much. Oh god, it is getting way too blurry, bro. Focus up.
Oh my god! I beat Sans, y'all! What the fuck? Oh my god! No shot! Oh my...
I remember I was gonna fucking start balling it, but I couldn't because, you know, Sans forces you to kind of do some stuff and then he goes to sleep.
Good or evil.
Right? And he has this long talk, right? Has this stupid long talk with the player about, like, hey, you know, all that other sort of stuff, like, we're good, all that, right? We're good, you know, I'm never going to let you have a turn, you're never actually going to beat me. But then Sans falls asleep, he gets so tired. Because he tires himself out, that's the whole thing. And I was talking about, like, I don't know if he's actually tired, right? But he falls asleep, you go over, and then you do this, the iconic moment. And Sans died, and he talked about asking Papyrus what he wants from Grillby's. Which is a really sad way to go out, even though we all know Papyrus is already dead.
Just don't say I didn't warn you.
Huh? My question is, why didn't San and Undyne think of teaming up? You know? This is the sad part when he asked for Pyrus.
Papyrus, do you want anything?
And then just fades. And you hear him like go off screen, you become level 20. Then after that, you know, we see Asgore. You know, I talk a little bit. Frisk slashes him, or Chara, because I named my character Chara anyway, even though Chara is right there, and you guys know the actual ending where Chara is about to engulf the entire universe, slash murks you, but also, like, gets rid of the whole universe, and then, you know, that genocide. Everyone fucking dies except for Chara slash you, the player, right? That's the whole thing, right? And I remember after I finally beat Sans, like, officially beat Sans this time, right? I honestly was one of the happiest, like, people alive, you know? Because, you know, so many people believed in me, you know? Lucas believed in me. Renee believed in me. Levi believed in me. There are so many people who, like, genuinely, like, believed in me that I would be able to beat Sans. It's just that I didn't believe it myself because I don't have, like, self-esteem issues, like, but I am very, like, harsh on myself, you know, even when I'm not, like, not trying to be, I am, like, sort of harsh on myself, because, like, I don't give myself the benefit of the doubt sometimes, or most times, and I kind of give myself shit. And I know, like, I should have learned from Punch-Out Wii about, like, never giving up and all that stuff, but Sans' boss fight really gets in your head, you know, with all the tricks and all the moves he pulls off. I'm surprised my brain was able to fully process that entire fight, and we can move on to go do other things. And now it's like, because I remember after I beat Sans, right, I ended that stream after Asgore's death and the pitch black darkness saying, wow, you know, I guess you can, you know, man, this game really is the definition of human determination and stuff, being a very powerful asset to all of us, you know. And I remember in that stream, I thanked everybody for giving me hope, but I also thanked Father up there for blessing me this opportunity to beat Sans, because without him and everybody else, you know, I would have been fucked. I know not a lot of people like believing in that or whatever, but I genuinely believe that Father up there said, you know what, boom, let me give you this opportunity, and everyone else believe in you, boom, go ahead, go for it. And keep in mind, right, when I attempted Sans, since not a lot of you guys know this, when I was attempting Sans for fun, keep in mind, I was completely relaxed, right? Yeah, there was moments in that stream where I slammed and got pissed and, you know, flip chairs and all that, or not wanting to flip chairs, but you get it. Like, I was pissed a little bit for losing on some attempts because they were so close. But, you know, for the majority of that stream, I was calm. I was definitely stressed out because I was at my limit after Sans, and thank God Asgore, you know, didn't really take that much time to beat, you know, in comparison to Sans and Undyne. My God, thank God there's only 2 actual bosses. But my point is after beating Sans and then finishing Asgore and then Chara taking over the entire thing, I was finally happy to put Undertale down. Like, once and for all, I was really, really happy to put Undertale down once and for all. Like, really happy. Because that means I could go on and live my life without some type of boss hovering over my head, wondering what the hell is going on or what's up, right? And you know, have that boss on my dick, and then if I bring it up to everybody else, it's like, oh yeah, the guy you couldn't beat, and then it's like just kind of sours the mood or the moment or whatever, and now it's like, holy shit, I beat Sans. And I remember after the stream too, I like spent that whole day just kind of like saying, I'm fucking proud of myself, you know, I'm proud of myself for beating Sans, I'm proud of myself for beating all 3 routes in Undertale now. Pacifist, neutral, pacifist, and genocide. I beat all paths of Undertale. So happy to finally say I did that, and I don't know if I'm going to do that in Undertale Yellow, the fan game I've been currently playing and stuff, which I will do a part 2 on that very soon. But my point is just I'm so happy to actually beat Undertale. And I remember most of the day I was celebrating by eating good, Because I got, I had some hamburgers to celebrate. I have some chips in there to eat to celebrate as well. Some apples. I was drinking a lot of pineapple soda and shit. I was just listening to Magnavania just earlier today too, because I just kept on listening to it just in terms of celebrating, saying, yeah, I fucking did this. I'm the shizzle, I'm fucking cool. I'm just like everybody else, that, beat the Sans fight. I'm fucking cool. I'm him. Even though there's a lot harder Sans fights out there, But it all originated from, Undertale Sans fight. Now, and I want to say this, right? And I don't know if I emphasized this enough in my previous Undertale review when I reviewed Undertale, when I did the Genocide route, the first review. But I completely understand why people are obsessed with the Sans fight. Now I'm not now, but I'm understanding way more and more into it. Like, why people were creating the same, like, multiple different Sans fights, right? Because if you think about it, right, the fight with Sans is actually so good. Like, I know, like, it might, and that might be, that's kind of rich coming from me, because I really hated my experience fighting Sans, spending over 10 hours, dealing with him. But if you, like, look at how Sans fights, he fights completely differently from everybody else. He cheats the system. He fights his own way, and it's up to you if you want to, like, try to figure him out, or try to fatigue him and stall him so he can use up all his power before you use up all of yours. And it's such a genius fight. Even though he dodges everything you do when you try to attack him before the end, it's crazy that that fight is all about surviving and enduring. It's like a big-ass endurance test, And I don't know, for some reason, I love that fight, because not a lot of final bosses and secret bosses are like that shit, and I get it, that's why so many people, like, created, like, Underfell Sans' fight, or Ink Sans' fight, or Error Glitch Sans' fight, like, against him, or against all the different Sans. I understand it. That fight left a fucking impact, not only in the community, but bar none. Keep in mind, the Sans fight is one of the most popular things about Undertale. Alright? If you go into Undertale, you're probably going to hear about the Sans fight, regardless, and wonder, how am I going to do it myself? And boom. And then you find out Genocide route, and then you try it, and then it's like, oh, fuck, I'm fucked. And it's a whole thing. And keep in mind, after the Sans fight, like, this Sans fight, like, when I did it on PlayStation, I was so satisfied that I didn't even want to give the others a shot, like Underfell, or Ink Sans, or other Sans fights. Though I did really want to do Undertale Yellow Sans fight if he had one, but they don't have a Sans fight in that game, which is like, damn sad. But I get it. It's honestly an amazing feeling when you beat Sans, and it's like, now it's like, wow, I literally do not have to play Undertale anymore, because not only did I beat Sans, right, I also platinumed Undertale. This is something I am going to mention, and then I'm probably going to end the review, but I actually platinumed Undertale by doing all the dog donations. Those are like my last trophies I needed on the game before I platinumed Undertale, and platinuming it, and then also beating Sans and finishing all 3 routes. I don't know if I'll ever play Undertale again, but I really want to thank, like, Toby Fox for making Undertale. I want to thank him for, making the Sans fight, like, hard, but not, like, I mean, it's still, like, really, really hard. I won't even hold. For me, it is hard, because I have memory recognition issues, I can't memorize shit, like, on the fly. Like I said, it took me a couple days before I was able to beat Sans. I mean, took me a couple days. Alright, and I'm not trying to brag saying some shit like that, but it's just facts. It took me like an eon to beat Sans, in probably comparison to a lot of other people. But I'm just happy I did it, and I believe in all you guys too that actually decide to play Undertale and do the Genocide route and beat Sans. If I can do it, you can do it. I believe in you. Just for Sans, for some advice, right? Because I know there's a lot of advice on the internet, but I want to give you some advice. Actually go play Bad Time Simulator. Right? Go actually play that. Before you fight Sans, even go play that version of it. Practice one move at a time that you want to get better at, and like continuously do it. And I'm telling you, when you actually practice each move individually, and all that shit, and then try doing it all in one run on Undertale in the Genocide route when you make it there, I'm telling you, you're about to actually fucking succeed, because Bad Time Simulator actually really helped me out, and I believe it will help you out better, your understanding of his moves and how to dodge them and how to, like, perceive them. But also, I highly recommend you watch videos on how to beat Sans too, because I feel like mixed with Bad Time Simulator and watching other people do it through video, or maybe if you have a friend that's really skilled at Undertale, that's played it a million times, can also teach you what's up too, I would try these multiple different ways to kind of get through Sans, because Sans is a hard motherfucker. Same with Undyne. Undyne was a bitch. But yeah, I just want to, again, thank everybody. So the way you shouted, oh my god, I beat Sans, y'all. Yeah, because it was, Lucas, you got to understand, that shit was, like, intense for me, you know? It kind of felt like Punch-Out Wii all over again with Mr. Sandman title defense, you know? That was a moment in my life, but it felt like that all over again, where it was like, dude, I actually overcame the impossible, you know? And it really felt like that. I've had to teach a friend, I had a friend to teach me how to defeat Undyne Sans. So you had somebody that taught you. Was it Aaron by any chance, or was it somebody else? I'm kind of curious now. You know, but anyways, I should get back with Chris after this comment. I just want to say, you know, Undertale. Man, dude. Let me just, you know, I'm about to just, it was Aaron. Oh, it was Aaron? Bet. You know what? Hold on, bro. Let me just get a little bit of a, let's get a peak-ass theme going for this, you know? Let me end it off on a peak-ass note, you know? I don't want to use anybody's animations or any of that stuff, but I just want to end it on a good note. I'm you know? I can actually, like, talk about Undertale and be like, man, I love it and I hate it. But that's with anything somebody does, right? Not just one thing. But anyways. No? Okay. Let me get... Okay, I better go, because I'm about to crash. I'm just kidding, I'm not about to crash out, but, seriously. Megalovania, fucking peak-ass song, go listen to it. And again, I believe in y'all, bro. One of the most powerful things we have is our own determination, bro. Our never wavering determination. Believe in yourselves, and y'all can do anything. Bye now.